All right, in this video, I'm going to talk about kind of what I wanted for the season. I'm going to talk through the stats of the season, how we actually did, my viewpoint on that, and then we're going to talk about the future, the next season, what I want for the next season. My viewpoint on going into the season was I wanted the young guns, the farm system. I wanted these guys to be in the major leagues. I wanted to see what we had. I wanted to see, can these guys play? What talent do we have? And we saw on PCA throughout the season too. Like the dude started, was a little bit rough on the play. He ended up being one of our best bats at the end of the season, and honestly, definitely our best fielder across the board. All 8 out there. PCA was absolutely electric. Absolutely electric. But let's keep going here. So that's what I wanted. Instead, Hoyer and the management essentially built a roster of older guys that have been proven to be pretty solid major leaguers. But these guys didn't play, better than expectations. I don't even think they met expectations for a few of them. So then essentially we got stuck with this really boring old roster of which I've heard called as just like a bunch of millionaires playing baseball. Like there wasn't that much hunger and that much fight, and I think that was a little bit depressing throughout the entire season. But let's just jump into the stats here. Attendance 5th in the major leagues. Obviously, people at Wrigley Field, they show out. I mean, they're literally cleaning the sidewalks with a freaking power washer right now. It looks incredible, even though the season's not going. Beer prices. Yeah, you think I wasn't going to bring up the beer prices? Beers by the Ivy, $17.49. $17.49 for beers, and your team, Ricketts, doesn't even make the playoffs. What kind of joke is that? $17.49? My dad and I went to a game. I think we had 3-4 beers. Dude, we're into the $150 range just for beers at the stadium. If you make the playoffs, you win the World Series, then you can charge $17.49. But until we win another, move the beers down to $10 to $12. And you didn't even make a move with the money. I kept telling you, get Trevor Bauer. Literally, Trevor Bauer's contract would have been 1 game of beers prices, 1 beer of beer revenue, and we couldn't even do that? Holy cow. All right, sorry to go on a tangent about that, but that just drives me up a wall. You didn't think you were going to get that? You're going to get that every time I'm talking about review of the Cubs. Beer prices, nuts. All right, record 88-74, 51% win percentage. Brewers, who won the division, made the playoffs, who've been kicking our ass for the last 6 years, 57%. We weren't that far behind them by the end of the season, but there's a chunk throughout we were. Let's review the month by month wins versus losses. All right, this is going to be essentially wins and then losses. So when I list these numbers out, first number is the wins, second number is the losses. April, 17-10. Had a really good April. I think a lot of people felt good about the team. May, we got our asses kicked. 10-18, that's pathetic. June, another bad month. 11-16. July, we didn't make up for anything. We went 13-12. That's pretty much 500. August, we had a good month. 18-8. September, 13-13. So essentially, we just got down in the season and we dug ourselves a hole and we weren't able to build back because our guys were not playing to the level of, honestly, their true capabilities. And a lot of them, honestly, we would have needed them to play better. We'll talk about the players real quick. We didn't have a single player bat over 300. The Yankees had 3 of them, okay? We didn't have a single player bat over 300, okay? Swanson, a pathetic 242. Belly, a decent 266. Happ, 243, also led the team in home runs. Suzuki had our best at 283. So just these guys that we're paying money to, unfortunately didn't show out for us, okay? Pitching, ERAs. Shota, 291, really solid season. A lot of heart out there. Steele, 307. I still feel like he played with heart. Assad, 373. And honestly, we never really found our closer the entire season. So in terms of also, a couple more stats for you guys here. Comeback wins, 33. Blown leads, 33. We had the problem last year with blown leads, and this year, early in the season, especially in the month of May and June, we were blowing leads left and right, and those comeback wins, most of those came in the month of August. Okay, let's do an Outlook 2025 now, all right? Contracts, Swanson till 2029, Suzuki till 2026, Happ till 2026, Nico till 2026, arbitration, Steele, Paredes, Tauchman, Merriweather. Bellinger has an option. He can play or not play. He can become a free agent where he can sign again. this is where I think the team in the Cubs organization need to take a step back, and for 2025 they need to do what they should have done for 2024, is they need to look at their prospects. We need to get Shaw, infielder, Casey, outfielder, Horton, pitcher, Balstraboni, first baseman, and I don't even know this guy, but Trintos, second baseman. Like, these high-rated players need to come up and play major league minutes, major league innings. And I feel like 2025, that should be it. It should be what the Orioles did 2 years ago, is have all these young cats up there. Let's have some fun in the stadium. Let's root some guys on there trying to make their dream to make the major leagues. And let's get them better and prepare the next group to win a World Series. This group, for the record, has won titles in the lower leagues. This is, from their track record, a winning group of people. So let's let them go out here and compete. Let's not just bring back, all these old guys and trade for Paredes for no freaking reason. Let's let these dudes that you have in your farm system get up here and compete. That's winning organization. What am I trying to say is we got to build culture. This team was flat and boring. I went to like 20 games this year, and the only guy I can say right now who played every single game with a fire on his head was PCA. That was it. That guy literally ran into the wall. He stole home, hit a home run, in the park home run. I mean, it was endless. That guy was just a complete freak of nature, PCA was. He was the only guy, I can straight up tell you, every single day had it. I think Shota and Steele brought some energy, but other than that, this team was flat. So you can't bring this flat culture back. Get some young guys in there. Let's go out, have some fun, compete. If we don't win the World Series next year, whoop-de-doo. You got to, if you bring back the same team, then you got to win a World Series because it gives all these old guys. But if you have a younger team, then you don't have to win a World Series because you're building for the future. And honestly, as a Cubs fan right now, I want to build for the future, okay? You're not going to get rid of all these older guys, right? You got to keep some of them, but you got to figure out a way, how do you get, Casey in the lineup? How do you get Shaw in the lineup? How do you get these guys in the lineup? It's got to be a huge key. All right, let's go to my final topic, which is talking about Jed Hoyer and Craig Counsell. Should Jed Hoyer get fired? No, he shouldn't get fired. All right, give him another year. He's got a good farm system. Once again, let's just figure out a way to get that farm system up there. I like Jed Hoyer. Give him another year. I don't think he should get fired. Craig Counsell. I just feel like this wasn't a team for Craig Counsell. I felt like this team needed like a motivational speaker to actually get them going. And I feel like Craig Counsell is more in the world of like a mature team that gets off their own ass. So if I'm Craig Counsell, I'm making some changes in my coaching staff, which I know they've already kind of done. And I'm getting some of my people in there that made me successful in Milwaukee. And I'm working my ass off to bring this club back to a winning team. But yeah, I still like Craig Counsell and I still like Jed Hoyer, and I'm excited about their partnership throughout the future. All right, a little bit lower beers. Let's get some young guys up. That's pretty much what I'm looking for Cubs. And then let's build a foundation of take that culture that these guys have built in the lower levels, take that, bring it in the major leagues. Let's go win a World Series. Not next year, but next couple years. That's what I'm thinking. All right, guys, thanks for checking this out. It's been Beers by the Ivy. I got a bajillion people around me, but this has been an awesome video. Please consider subscribing. Shout out all the new subscribers. Really got hit big, 3,000 views on a IU video. So shout out all those people who checked out that video and gave me like 20 new subscribers. Absolutely incredible. Thank you, thank you, thank you.